Outside now because the weather outside turns 60 this year. This uniquely Western New York way of delivering the weather began back in the 1950s, Andy, as WKBW signed on during a snowstorm.
In a snowstorm, it's no longer 60s on the outside, but you know what? There's one man that has weathered more changes on the weather outside than anyone else. I recently had a chance to sit down with Tom Joles and talk about all those years. For more than 30 years, Tom brought his flair for forecasting from the weather set to TV sets throughout Western New York, instantly transforming the way Western New Yorkers watch the weather. Early on, the weather outside was only a mailbox and a chalkboard at the original Main Street studio. And of course, all those weather words.
The word out here tonight is tranquil.
I had all these different weather words, and I'd hang them up on the hooks, and that would be the weather word for the next day.
Upon moving into the shiny silver studios at 7 Broadcast Plaza right near City Hall in 1978, the weather outside became Buffalo's favorite backdrop for the forecast. The set evolved over the years, gaining a gazebo, a green screen, and of course, digital Doppler radar.
Yeah, that was a big step forward, and kind of like, wow, this is great. We've come a long way from blackboard and chalk to this now chroma key that seemed like magic to us.
Tom and the four-season weather set shared some of the best summer sunsets in style, but also survived the worst weather ever to blow through downtown Buffalo.
So anytime we had a snowstorm, it was great, great for making hay, as they say. I think there was a binding effect on the weather, and people would, as you say, shoveling people out and doing driveways and during the neighbors' sidewalks and stuff like that. So I think weather is definitely a binding factor in bringing people together.
And after all those years outside, Tom still has a pretty good opinion of weather in Western New York.
Summers couldn't be better, fall couldn't be better, and spring, we're never quite sure whether we go from winter to summer, but it's nice to think about it.
It was Tom's talent to transform the forecast into everyday words and meaningful images that made the weather outside must-see TV. But his wardrobe didn't hurt either, often displaying an array of winter regalia fit for Fashion Week, not just the nightly news.
December 21st, forget it. It is here with it.
Well, there's a little more technology on the weather outside. Now the weather station, it's solar powered, watching the conditions out here 24/7. And of course, we've got the mobile weather lab that takes the weather outside to every corner of Western New York. But other items on the weather outside, such as the weather stick, well, that's a timeless classic. It needs no updating. We have the perfect mix of technology and tradition. And we will continue to deliver that to you, the viewer, for hopefully another 60 years. Tom, I'd like to say thank you for paving the way on the weather outside. This weather set will always be yours.
Oh, thank you, Andy. You know, I was here at a unique time, and it was a marvelous time to be a part of the Eyewitness News team. And those 30-some years, where did they go?
They went quick, and it was a pleasure to work with you, and I know everyone here on behalf of myself and at the station say thank you very much for making this one of the most unique weather presentations in all of Western New York.
We had a lot of fun.
We did. A lot of great moments on there, too. Hey, would you like to do the honors tonight?
I sure would. The long-range forecast, I guess, is coming up here right now, and it's certainly not going to be a monotonous week. Tomorrow, a high of 35, and then we go up to 50. Then for Saturday and Sunday, back in the warm trend once again. Monday, a 45, chance of sunshine and clouds. 45 on Tuesday and Wednesday, moving up just a little bit to 47. So you see, it is one of those non-monotonous type weathers.
It is definitely not monotonous. That is excellent. Hey, while we're out here, do you want to take her for a ride?
Yeah, I'd love to.
All right, let's go for a ride in the weather. Hey, should we have Keith by dinner tonight?
Well, why not?
All right. What do you think, money bags or something, Commander? Hey, Tom, be careful. You might get pelted with eggs. Remember that night?
Oh, yes. Yeah, I remember it well.
One night, somebody threw a bunch of eggs at Tom up there. Well, yes, can you believe it? And I think the security guard at the time said it was an inside job. Do you remember that, Tom?
That's right, he did. One of the many guards we had.
Yes, we didn't keep them too long, but we had a lot of fun, like you said. So good to see you again, Commander.
Thank you. Nice seeing you and the whole Eyewitness News team. Thank you.
All right, thanks.